All right, I'll try it again. After I dropped the damn thing and screwed everything up. But I don't know. Here's some more exercises I use to warm up and stretch my back. I'm sitting kneeling. I mean, you don't necessarily have to sit kneeling to do it. You can sit in a chair. But I like the challenge of sitting kneeling. And I started adding this little ring to my exercises, and man, this thing's pretty cool. I got this off of Amazon. I seen Wingchun people use it, and I'm like, damn, I'd like to try that thing. You know, I mean, there's Wingchun in my art, the art I practice. You know, this is just Shaolin art that I practice. It has Wingchun in it. Almost all Shaolin arts have some element of Wingchun in it somewhere. So they practice, Shaolin practices Tai Chi. They practice all the animals. They practice Tai Chi. They practice quite a few different weapon forms, too. I mean, there's a lot to Shaolin. No one person really knows all Shaolin. It'd be almost impossible. There's a lot of people that know a lot. I don't know very much, and I've been at it for 40, 50, close to going on 50 years. I don't, you know, I mean, that's how much there is to it. You could live multiple lifetimes and never know all the knowledge that is contained that they had, that the monks take care of, and what's left of it. I mean, there's no one monk that has it all, and then a lot of it's in their archives and whatnot, because they were writers too, big time. They were pretty smart people. They were very wise. You can use this as isometric training, or you can do, you know, I think they use it for their chi sao. It would be a steering wheel. I've been using it like this. And I put a little dynamic tension in it. I think God, this is a great exercise for your arms, and it loosens you up. Oh, man. And you can feel, you know, I can feel it like rubbing on here, so I'm getting a little bit of Nagong action too, because that's rubbing against my arms and stuff and my wrists, and that's good because that makes you, you know, hard. Like you smack, like someone tries to hit you or something, you throw your arm up, smack their arm, and grab them, hit them with the other hand. Because I do Chinese Kempo, but Chinese Kempo is not that much different than Wingchun, you know, because the Manus traps and grabs and yanks and does the yanking hand and all that stuff just like Wingchun does. So it's a lot of the stuff that I think that are principles and concepts that you find in Wingchun are probably, or I'm very very certain they're principles that you find in other Chinese martial arts and Japanese martial arts as well. Because, you know, I mean, karate's got all kinds of good stuff in it. I'm a big fan of Goju Ryu. I mean, and Ishinryu too. I've studied that a little tiny bit. I had a close friend that was a Ishinryu black belt, and he was pretty good. He damn near kicked my teeth in. Or he probably did kick some of my damn teeth out. I had a couple of them kicked out. You know, it happens. It's nothing I'm proud of. I'm not the world's greatest martial artist, I've got my ass kicked a few times, more than what I want to admit to. But oh well, it made me tough. What the hell, you know? But yeah. I mean, there's so many different good stuff, exercises that are found amongst the different traditional martial arts that are great for someone that's older, that's ill, that's having a hard time. You don't gotta stop. Don't ever stop. You know, I mean, even if you're just, all you can do is lay in bed and do this or do your fingers or something, man, keep working on it. Keep working on it. Whatever. I would. I'm gonna. I'm gonna be practicing techniques. I'm gonna be thinking about stuff. Oh, someone come in here and grab me in my deathbed, and I'm trying. I'd do this. I'd grab their hand and make their face hit the wall or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it to the nurse by accident, but oh, God, that'd be horrible. But I mean, I'd still be practicing and thinking about it, stuff like that. Even though it's very unlikely to happen. Hopefully not. That'd be horrible, people attacking poor elderly people on their deathbed. But hey, this is 2020 America, man, or 2023 America. You never know. I've seen some pretty messed up shit, like that crap that goes on in Seattle and fucking idiots yelling at them poor old couples, kicking their car, calling them a cracker, and they're white people doing that stuff. I mean, what the hell, man? You know, that's horrible. I mean, who the hell these people think they are? You don't treat your elders like that. You treat your elders like that, you're a fucking piece of shit, man. Shouldn't do that. You don't know those people. Why the fuck why is a white people in the middle of a damn city attacking elderly people's vehicles and yelling at them and calling them crackers and shit? What the fuck, man? Them people are fucking mental, man. I'm glad I don't live in that city. That's horrible. I'd be that. If that happened someplace, like I live in a little town in Ohio. All right, if someone was fucking doing that, and they were to some older couple that were probably going to church or something. They looked like they were dressed up nice and stuff. And there's a lot of bikers around where I live, and they're just working guys. They're rough guys, work hard and stuff. And they'd probably kick your ass. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I don't get that. You don't treat old folks like that. You show respect to them and that. Even if you disagree with their politics or whatever, they have a different view from you because they come up from a different time. You pay attention to what they say, you listen to them, and you show them a little respect, and okay. Whatever, maybe you ought to listen to them because sometimes they got to know a thing or two. They might even fucking be able to help you out. With that crap, oh, good Lord. Boy, that pissed me off when I seen that. I'm glad I don't live in them cities. And I don't even think you'd have that in Ohio City, though, stuff like that too much. I don't know. I don't see it. But then I don't go out to the cities and stuff too much. I try to avoid them. I always have. I mean, when I was young, I had to go there and work. Aside from that, I ain't going back. I'd go there, do my job, do whatever I got to do to earn a living, and I'm the fuck out of here. I'm back out in the country. But anybody that does that, that's got to be hard for people nowadays. Because I used to have to travel and stuff to work and go everywhere because, I did construction mostly. And it's got to be hard for people now, the price of gas, to do that kind of work. It's got to be hard on the price of diesel. My God. I couldn't imagine driving one of these big rigs, man. And you got to own it, and you got to pay for that fuel, and oh, man. That's why everything goes up. America loses that energy independence, all prices go up. And not to mention, there's two things that is working against that is that all the money they give out for the stimuluses and over the pandemic, all that money that since all that money was put out, it inflates the currency and that causes inflation. So you got two things going, going in the Biden, both Trump and Biden. Well, Trump's guilty of it too, but is the one that's guilty of cutting back on fuel production here. Energy independence would help us out a lot. The money thing, I don't know. I don't know what'll ever help us over the. I don't know. I mean, the people we put in government have no will to do anything about it. So it's likely we're going to keep going until we collapse, and then probably I don't know what'll happen. I think we're kind of meant to collapse. I think what I personally think will happen is they'll find some way to buy us out. They'll create some new, I don't know, maybe some new form of money or something. And oh God, I've thought about it, and I think they'll probably try to if something like that happens, where the U.S. currency were to become like worthless. I imagine probably the World Bank will buy our military industrial complex. And that's good, which mean, and they'll essentially buy our military. And that'll buy us something, that'll give our government operating money for whatever it takes to keep us in line. And I don't know, probably some pretty dark times could, maybe not. I could be wrong, but possibly these things don't really work out too good in past history. But I don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. Don't know. None of us do. The world's a crazy place. And this thing is so damn cool. I love training on this. Really gets your shoulders. Oh, wow, I'm up to 12 minutes. I'm going to have to get some of this crap off this phone. Wish I had two phones. Hey, that's an idea, man. Maybe I'll get another phone somehow. That's a good idea. Because then I could record this stuff and use my drum machine over to my Bluetooth speaker. Oh, wow, I better stop, man. Woo, wow, it was all burning. All right. Huh. That's what that works, man. In there, and you see, I'm kind of old. I'm a little bit fat. I'm about 30 pounds overweight, but my shoulders and arms are strong. Last year I was thin. I like to get back to that. I like to get back to 200 pounds. So I'm like 230 right now. Because I sit around fucking eat cookies and shit like a dumbass. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't, but what the fuck, it made me feel better. I was pretty bummed out though, dying kind of sucks, so fuck it, I'm gonna have some fucking cookies, man. But now that I'm probably may live, at least I'm through the hard parts anyways, or I'm a lot more likely to survive now. I hope to survive anyhow. Yeah, I wish I wanted to eat all them fucking cookies and shit. I was, man. I remember when I got out of the hospital, man. I was like, oh, Oreo cookies, dough stuff. Milk. Oh, fuck. I fucking just grabbed them like a kid, because it's like, that shit makes you feel good when you eat it until it turns you into a fat ass because you're too much of an old man to fucking eat that shit because you don't have the when you're a kid, if you eat a bunch of cookies, you go out and fucking run around the neighborhood 500 times. All right, you're cool, you burnt that sugar off. All right, but when you're a man approaching 60 years old, and you sit on your ass watching fucking shit on the computer because, you can't really do a whole lot of exercise. Yeah, that sugar is really bad for you because you can't burn it off, you know? And that's my problem. I like sweets. I like all the shit that you're not really supposed to have. You really shouldn't even have it that much when you're young, other than a treat. But, I like it now, and I shouldn't. And I need, I've been trying to discipline myself better with it. I've been staying away from it better, but I'm not perfect. I like cream and sugar in my fucking coffee, man. I've changed from a tablespoon, to a teaspoon. That sucked because I like fucking good, thick fucking cream in my coffee, in my black, darkest fucking black tooth grin coffee you could think of. I'd make a good name for a coffee, black tooth grin. I wonder if there is such a thing. No, I digress. I'm sorry. What the fuck was I even talking about? Oh, Lord Almighty. Oh. Shit, I forgot what I was fucking talking about. Oh, that fucking damn dope, man. Smoke too much weed. That's what sucks about this shit. I guess I'll talk about that. Fuck it. Why not? I didn't really make many videos, and I can make a couple talking. Maybe somebody will watch them. I don't know why. What the hell? I'll do it anyhow. That's the thing that sucks about cannabis. Using it to deal with like pain issues and stuff like that, or I use it to deal with pain, and it helps me to exercise because if I'm in real bad pain, I don't want to exercise. I won't do my movements. I won't go through stuff. But if I get high, I'm still in pain. I'll still go through my movements and, oh God, this hurts. And then all of a sudden, oh, it's feeling better, And I'm more likely to go through and do stuff because I smoke. And I don't mind the rubbish bullshit and brace the suck that you have to do daily exercise and to think up new exercises to keep yourself interested in exercises. Because like some people are cool with just they like doing the traditional forms and that works for them and blah, 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 whatever. I like to do experiment and improvise. I like doing, adding different exercises together and trying different things. So I don't really follow any traditional pattern, really. I just try to loosen my body up as loose as I can get it to where I'm relaxed, and then I might practice combatives. I don't spend time on forms. Time and time. I use forms and qigong and stuff like that as loosening exercises to get my body loose, get my body relaxed, get my mind kind of tuned in, not jabbering like I am now, but to quiet myself down. And then I can practice my combatives, whether it's with my knives or my blades or my sticks or whatever. Or I might go out and hit a tire with a stick, boom, over and over, boom. And because a lot of the injuries I've had, it's hard to exercise, and cannabis helps me. I also use a lot of these products like different stuff that you can put on your muscles that have like different cannabis oils. So they have quite different oils, from different roots and different things, and they help ease the pain in your body. Because even this little bit of workout I do, I get sore from it. The sticks make me sore. If I do like a 10-minute, just striking them, that rope, and I'm smacking it pretty good, even if I'm just flicking it and out like that, ding, bang, 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 like that, my shoulders get sore. My man boob. Oh, God. I almost decked this dude because he fucking grabbed my fucking tit one time. I'm like, man, motherfucker, man, what the fuck are you doing? Grabbing my, I wanted to hit the motherfucker, but I didn't do it. I'm too old to be hitting people. I was like, keep your goddamn fucking hands to yourself, man. What the fuck? Grabbing my motherfucking man boob, motherfucker. What the hell? That's bullshit, man. Keep your damn hands to yourself. You did that to a chick, man. She'd fucking knock you upside the head, you know. Just because I'm a guy, you think it's alright to grab my motherfucking nipple? Shit. Lucky I didn't have that damn slapjack with him. I mean, I'd gotten into trouble. I don't need that kind of trouble. Oh boy, that feels good. Yeah, that's what I do. I just go through and loosen my body up. A lot of times I do this in the morning. I don't feel like doing any real heavy workout today. I haven't really been feeling good because that all the pain I've had in my face. So I need to do something, you know, but I don't want to get really involved in anything too much. So a little exercise like this is good. Just loosen up my shoulders, loosen up my arm, loosen up my back and neck. Feels good. I missed it. Damn. I like to go for a damn walk, but shit. I wonder what it's like today. I haven't been going outside much. And it's been nice, I should, but I've just been having freaking asthma attacks and shit when I go outside of my damn little area here. I don't know. I don't want to do nothing outside. It's the cold air bothers me because I smoke too much fucking dope. And I shouldn't smoke at all. It's my asthma and that. And it gets real sensitive to the cooler air. That's another downfall of it too. Is for years and years you couldn't fucking. The only way you can get it was because it was flour and you had to smoke it. At least now you have options of vape or. Although some people really say vaping is bad, I don't know. I don't know how bad or good it is. In my opinion, it seems like it's not as harsh as smoking flower, but what effect it does to the body, I don't know. I personally don't think it has as much effect, but then there's other people that say it does, and if it's the thing that I found with vaping, like using some kind of vape product with cannabis, is it hits so fucking easy that it's like, oh, am I getting a hit? And someone that's used to flower, Aqualung, this real stoner, they're sucking it down, oh yeah, I'm hitting the bong. That kind of, which I kind of am. I admit it. I'm a smoker. I've used it for years to deal with all kinds of different pain issues from injuries I've had. And you're feeling something coming in. You can feel it. Okay, I'm good. The vape, you have no clue how much of a hit you're getting. And I've had it. Am I really getting? What the fuck's going on? I can't feel anything. And then all of a sudden, oh God, good Lord, oh God Almighty, what the hell? You know, and it's like, oh shit. So you really have to take it easy on them, on the vape. Really, really go easy on that damn thing, man. That's what I did. You know, and I use it, but I don't know if that damn thing is good for you or not. I really don't, you know. I mean, there's different arguments out there, and you got to study and figure out what's right for you. Since my state made it legal, and as soon as we have edibles, and if there are affordable, good edibles that are, you know, that's what I'm going with it. Because that's what I want to do. I want to totally eliminate smoking, period. You know, maybe I might keep a vape pen or something on hand if I have really severe pain issues that all hit me all of a sudden. I'll keep something like that, but I'm going to try to keep that to a really bare minimum and try to use the edibles more. Find some kind of edibles that work good for me and, you know, go from there. Now, maybe even learn to make my own, grow it, and make my own. That'd be really cool. I don't know if that'd be any cheaper than buying or what, or, you know, because I already am pretty good at, you know, like gardening and crap, so I probably could grow this stuff pretty good, I imagine. I've like grown like one plant before. You know, I never ever grew enough to where they'd put you in jail for ever and ever, you know. I'd probably get in trouble and I'd get bitched out and I'd say, oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor, you know, and pay a fine or something for, like I'd grow one or two plants. I don't give a shit if anyone knew. So fucking what, man? There's fucking motherfuckers that are out there fucking making meth and shit that fucking destroys people. I grew a fucking plant. Fucking big deal. You know? I'm glad people are growing it and stuff. And I'm glad people rebelled against its, you know, being illegal. And I'm glad to see that it's finally becoming legal. And I'm glad it is in my state. I'm not against it. Ooh, almost lost it. I'm going to get those exercise rings that I see the Shaolin guys using that they put on their arm. I can go through and practice my strikes with them on. Boom, boom, just like I'm doing here. And the reason I sit like this is because I often get dizzy when I exercise, and I'm concerned that if I'm standing, I'll pass out and hit my head. So that's why I often sit down. And I get a little exercise that way. And I can work out a little harder. I mean, I do some standing stuff too, and once I have a better way to film that, I'll show that too. But I don't exert myself too much while standing. I've been trying to stay away from kicking unless I'm holding on to something. It's like I can hold on to the picnic table and like practice different kicks like that, holding on to that and being real, because I'm already flexible. So it's nothing for me to flip my leg through the air. It doesn't take much effort. And I can go through the exercise and just lightly do it without putting a lot of, you know, like really, I'm not going for power, and I'm just going through the movement to make my body feel better and to exercise my heart a little bit. I'm not trying to like tear someone's head off with a perfect hook kick or anything. And I'll figure out a way to tape that too. But I don't go around kicking. And I used to kick leaves off of trees and shit like that all the time. Do spin kick. Do any fucking goddamn kick you wanted to see. I pretty much could do it. Some of the crazy acrobatic shit, I never was into that. Well, there was a time I was into that when I was a teenager. I was into that kind of stuff. And then I fell on my damn head and hurt my neck and walked around like this all summer and couldn't straighten my head up. And after that, I said, fuck that shit. I don't want to be no damn kung fu monk. You know, but I used to do all that shit, you know, where the handsprings or flips and all that shit. And I just, after that happened to me, I'm like, nope, I don't want to do that no more. I'm going to stick to kicking and punching in my weapons. Kicking, punching, wrestling, and my weapons. That's what I'm going to keep doing. But yeah, I used to love doing all that stuff. You know, I had one buddy and we used to have contests where we'd do handsprings across the yard, see who'd get to the other side of the yard fastest and shit like that. That was fun, man. It was fun. I had a fun childhood, you know. Martial arts was really popular. Kung Fu was really popular back then. You know, people liked it and they liked the Kung Fu theater and stuff. And I was a kid in the 70s. Oh, man, you know, Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris and all them guys. All that stuff was great. All my friends liked martial arts. Hell yeah. It was cool. And actually, one of my buddies that I used to practice with, I think he's still in the martial. A couple of them are. You know, I don't know if the one guy that was down the road from me, well, the one guy that lived real close to me, yeah, I think he's like an Aikido teacher or something. You know, I think he's an actual Aikido teacher. So he actually went, you know, that's pretty good because that's from the main, Aikikai is like the main headquarters Aikido. So he got recognized through them. I think he's fourth or fifth. I mean, I'm not certain what his rank is, but I think he's fairly high rank in it, you know, because it's hard to make any rank in Aikido. It's too much politics for me. I wouldn't even want to be part of it. I like Chinese Kempo anyways. We got better strikes. You know, we do. I like Chinese Kempo and maybe Judo or some combination. I like Judo a lot because Judo is very academic. And I do like that about Judo. You know, because if you learn Judo, you learn to analyze other martial arts very well because you use what you learn from Judo to analyze them. And you know, that's what I think is one of the best things about the art of Judo. You know, and that and just, you know, the mastery of leverage, just basic leverage. If you learn your Judo well and you understand leverage, then say you take boxing, you're young and you start to learn boxing, well, you understand how to throw your punches and stuff, and you know how to shift your weight. You know a lot about leverage just from doing Judo. Or if you went to karate, same thing. You know how to put your leverage in a punch. And Judo is all about leverage. You know, it's pretty freaking awesome, man. I like it anyhow. I recommend training in it, you know. Why not? You know, if you're pretty good with your hands and you know how to box pretty good, and say you go to a boxing gym and most people, you know, not a whole lot of competition. You handle yourself pretty good amongst your class of people, you know, but maybe you're not a pro, and you're never going to be. You're just, you know, just wanting to learn. Well, it gets eventually it's going to get old, kickboxing or whatever. So hey, fuck it, try Judo. You know, to see if you can flip people and stuff. You know, why not, man? It's, you know, it's easy to do when you're cooperating and you're doing it kata. Okay, guys, you know, kind of cooperating as long as you're doing stuff right. But then when you go to do randori and you really try to flip the dude and he don't want you to flip him, hey, it's a little harder. Now you got to trick him. You got to shove him and jerk him and do shit like that and get him to overreach and then kick his feet out from under him. And oh God, I was so bad at Judo, man. I always got slammed and shit, but I learned how to fall because I was bad. And once I started learning how to fall, you start realizing that falling is part of countering shit. Oh shit, I'm falling. I can throw this motherfucker while I'm falling. Well, I'm bad at Judo, but I'm good at countering. So I got good at countering shit. And so when people throw me and shit, they almost always get thrown down too. You know, so I guess that was kind of a benefit of not being good at something. That's kind of weird. You know, crazy. I never really thought about that till then, because I used to always get my ass kicked at all them sports and shit. I was never any good at them. I liked them anyway, so, you know, because it was fun. And plus, hey, I'm learning something because maybe these other guys are strong and shit and whatever. I'll get stronger if I keep doing it. And, that's what happened. I got stronger at it as I kept doing it, and then you help other people get stronger at it, Because that's what them guys did. They'd laugh at you and tease you a little bit, but then they always help you. Okay, hey man, do this. Hey, you know why you can't do this? Because you're doing this. And then they'd yank you and pull you over here, grab me like this, and they'd show you shit. Because if you're beating up on someone all the time and they can't do nothing against you, it sucks. All right, so you start feeling sorry for the person and you start showing them how to do the shit. That's what's really cool about arts like judo, because that's kind of how it works. The guys work together and they help each other, because it ends up being like a big family, and the local do dojos, and then they go out and compete with one another, and it's fucking cool. I think it's a good culture to be part of. You know, Give somebody direction, teaches them to, hey man, if you work within the framework of this group, you can move up through rank. In time, you gain knowledge. As you gain knowledge and rank, you gain respect from the people that are trying to come up behind you. And, I largely think that's good. I think Chinese martial arts they're largely very similar too, but a lot of the traditional ones are odd and hard to understand sometimes by Western people. I mean, it's a lot easier than what it used to be, because there's so many Western people now that are martial arts that uh, train in the traditional martial arts, and they understand them well and they explain them well. It's I study. My teacher was non-traditional, but he taught a lot of traditional stuff. But everything was in the form often was in the form of exercises, or in, like combative 1-step, 2-step, 3-step sparring, similar to how karate is taught. And then some free sparring. And, maybe a little bit of wrestling and stuff, like a little bit of judo and jujitsu, free sparring a little bit, which, you have to be careful to not let that get out of hand, especially when you don't have real good mats, because it can be dangerous. But, we'd practice it a little bit. Practice as many different martial arts as you possibly can, and experiment. And be careful, safety is always the number one consideration, though. And when you do anything, if you're doing throws or chokes or whatever, you have to be safe with it. Can't be overly competitive with anything. You can't, always be thinking, you want to like totally dominate the other person or that, because that's how you end up hurting someone. And if you're like that anyhow, eventually no one will want to train with you. And if you really are that, you really ought to go in the ring and do that with other people that want to do that like that, because you'll find those people that want to train like that. You'll find you can't really train that hard like that all the time. You'll find that you'll have to do a lot of light training too, because if you spar too hard, you're going to get injured, and you don't want to get freaking injured before you go fight. Once you start, going to fight, you want to stay healthy and not be injured in training. Whatever. I'm fucking ranting about whatever, I guess. Just talking. Man, this thing's going to take all damn day to upload. I've already let it go to 40 freaking minutes. Oh, shit. Oh, well. All right. Well, I'm going to end it there. See you. Peace.